All right, hello guys. Um, Please like the video if you find it inspirational or something. I'm just going to get straight to the point. I actually had a rapture dream. It's called a rapture dream. For Christians who don't know, there are those who know what actually happens. So we are in the end times. End times means that, you know, the rapture or Jesus coming back to take his people. I don't know. I think so. I'm actually South African as well. I'm from Africa. I never took these things of the world ending seriously, bruh. You will never take these things seriously until you start to see certain things that are strange starting to happen, and then you ask yourself, what is going on here? A rapture dream is real. I don't care what anyone says, a rapture dream is real. So in this dream, it happens I was awake. I was awake. I felt I was awake. Yo, it was, I felt I was awake. In fact, I don't know what kind of visions this, I don't know what God is trying to say. I don't know what God is trying to do, but I was well awake. I could feel, I could hear, I could smell. I never knew that you could smell something in a dream. I never knew you could smell something in a dream. I never knew that you could feel in a dream. I don't know what kind of a dream that was, but there is no dream like that ever before. So I want to share this with people as well, so that you know this. You need to know this. No one has to be blind. You know, as young as I am, people need to know this. No one is going to hide anything here. You understand? These visions do happen. All ages now. All ages. So in this dream, it was a cloudy day. And within seconds, these clouds started turning into a dark storm of like tornadoes and something. Just in front of my home, I saw what looked like to be the most huge trumpets you can ever see. I've never seen trumpets on clouds, bruh. I've never seen, but it has something to do with the Bible or something, but I know I've never seen such huge trumpets before in my life. Understand? Those trumpets were huge. They, like, two of those trumpets cover like a football field or something. A football field, yeah. Two of those trumpets cover a football field. That's how huge those things were. It didn't even feel like a dream, because you wouldn't think that it's a dream. It doesn't feel like a dream. The vibrations are real. When those trumpets started blowing downwards to the ground, to the air, bruh, the world started shaking. Everything was shaking. The dream was so real. When they blow that trumpet, ne? When the air hits below, like when the air hits below on the sand, on the ground, you could hear the vibrations of earthquake. That's how powerful those things were. Those trumpets were blowing in. Whew. I've never had such a dream like that before. I don't think it's a dream. How can you have a dream of trumpets blowing below, bruh? How can you have a dream of trumpets blowing? How, is there even a trumpet that huge before? I've never seen a trumpet that huge. You understand? They were blowing below, like they were. Every time that trumpet blows, you would see the air and the thunder and everything pushed down, and then it hits down on the sand. And when it hits down on the sand, you could hear the earthquake shaking and the world shaking. And I don't know if it's 2020 during this coronavirus, or somewhere between 2020 or 2030, but between this time, I don't know what God is trying to say, but I'm probably thinking the world is going to end or something, because I saw those trumpets. They were real. And when I looked down in my home, I couldn't see my parents. I couldn't see anyone. I was alone. I was alone. There was no one there. There was literally no one, brother. You see this thing of coronavirus and people dying and the streets were empty. That's how it was. It was empty everywhere. No one was there. It was the most horrific dream I've ever had. You can't even wake up from this dream because then you can't wake up from something that is a vision, bruh. You don't know that it's a dream because it's real unless God decides, you know what, let me wake you up. But I couldn't wake up because it was so real. Those trumpets were real, bruh. Believe me, those trumpets were real. You understand? Between this coronavirus and 2030, something here is not right. Something here is strange. Those trumpets were so huge. And when they blow, like when they hit the ground, you can, they make a super earthquake and the world was shaking. Outside there was no one. I was so afraid. Why am I left all here all on my own? Or what is actually going on? You understand? That's why people need to understand you need to give your souls to Jesus now. You need to, anyone who can give their lives to Jesus now needs to do it now. You understand? Anyone who can give their lives to Jesus needs to do it now. There's no time. You've never seen a trumpet that huge. You've never seen an instrument that huge. You've never seen that kind of clouds before. You've never seen that kind of earthquake shake. You will, if I didn't die at that moment, you could literally die watching it because it's so huge, it's so scary. You don't believe it. You hear about it in the Bible, né? You hear about it in the Bible, but you don't believe it until it starts to happen. But somewhere between 2020, from this coronavirus going to 2030, something here is strange. You understand? The rapture is close. You need to give yourself to Jesus now. Don't worry about me. I won't be here, brother. I won't be here, believe me. I won't be here when the rapture comes. I'm the one. I had that vision. Understand? I'm a Christian, but I never been to this level. I don't know what level this is. I don't know what level of dreams this is. I never had a level like this before. I don't want these kind of levels. You understand? But you need to save yourself. You need to go to church. Do whatever you can. Start with yourself. Pray at home or ask God to save your life before the rapture comes so that you don't become lost when these things start to happen. Coronavirus is just the birth pains. I hope you guys like this. I hope that I can share with someone else. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Most probably I'll post something else later on.